Okay, you guys, this is our first little studio hang this morning. We had some technical difficulties and we didn't get to do like the welcome Keiron back because like
everybody.
Keiron joins us at Grand Nats, so we haven't seen him all season. So I wanted to make sure that, you know, we were like, hey, boo. My name is Courtney Allyson Mills. We are here in the Horseshoe at the Indianapolis Grand Nationals, Lucas Oil Stadium. We're in our box five horseshoe. Box 5 horseshoe.
Oh, yeah.
And this segment and our studio is sponsored by Make Music, FJM, and Music Travel Consultants. I am joined here by Kaleb, Jared, and Keiron. And these brilliant people here have been watching all of the shows, interacting with all of the people. And so we have some time because Round Rock is going to go on after this. And so we wanted to take up some time and just talk about it now. So, Kaleb, tell us your thoughts on today, this first day of prelims.
So much good, man. We've seen it from every angle, right? Whatever the story is, or the X's and O's, or behind the scenes, we've seen it from all of the different angles. I think the one story that stood out to me the most was Valley High School. You know, I thought that my first job teaching a smaller school was you know, an interesting job. This school maybe had 20 kids on the field, but they were playing in front of a relatively packed house. And at the end, you hear the crowd start cheering, and then they keep crescendo, they keep crescendoing, they keep crescendoing, and the next thing you know, they're up on their feet. It was just a really cool moment because I know that when I was teaching at a smaller school, we didn't play in front of a crowd this size ever. So what a massive opportunity for them to be able to play in front of this crowd, to get the standing ovation, and it was genuine, and it was my favorite moment of the day. It was nice.
I love that.
Yeah, the standing ovation just spoke volumes of what this is all about, right? You talk about all the time, it's about the kids, and you got to see the epitome of that during that standing ovation there. They're based in Kentucky, so very tight-knit community there. Just a couple of things. Taylor High School started the morning off really, really good. We got to see some old friends like Fishers. We saw them at the Indy Super Regional. But also, we went to San Antonio last week, and we didn't see Marcus High School. So I got to experience another heat wave of Texas. Very good performance. But I think for me, having IPS Showcase, where they had all types of fine arts there. They had band, they had orchestra, chorus, but also it's the epitome of that music is for all. And
absolutely.
There's a lot of groups here that have orchestra, violin. I think Fishers has a violin solo. And then, you know, anybody and everybody has a vocalist somewhere. So it was really awesome to see how well and how much this community has grown throughout the past 50 years.
Yeah, Keiron, what stands out to you?
Yes, so we get coverage here with Rewind and Back to Band here in the studio, but we've also got coverage on social media. So if you're not tuning into social media, follow us on social media. It's box5_TV, but we've got a lot of fun segments there. I know we spoke with Russell Independence. They were in that first block of bands, that Thursday morning first block, and so we were like, what time did you wake up? I think it was like 4 a.m. or something.
Oh, no.
Nope.
Getting dressed and stuff. Well, true. We were that 4 a.m. time. But those interviews are just so fun. I know we did some little band hot takes, like, are you a woodwind person? Are you a brass person? Do you like turf? Do you like grass? But we're having a lot of fun on social media. So be sure to like, share, and comment. That really means a lot to us. And thank you for just being such faithful fans. You guys are the best. Just like we had that standing ovation here in the stadium, we just thank you for your support on the web stream, on social media, all the things. We love you.
Yeah, for sure. I think, obviously, like, I get to, like, talk to these kids up here and bringing them up here into this space. I feel like I should have a camera just because their faces, when they walk up here and they step on there, just like, oh, this is so cool. And it's just so cool to see. And I love being in that energy because it's like a kid on Christmas. And 100%, I'm just like, okay, this is what we're going to do. And they're like, oh, my God, oh, my God, oh, my God. And you guys, it's the best part of this is seeing them fangirl over themselves. Like, that's literally what it is. Like, they're being able to experience this for the first time up in this space and do an interview, and they're so funny. Like, they're all so ridiculously funny. So my highlight is always going to be the kids. My highlight is going to be the interviews. My highlight is going to be turning around and seeing the bands behind us that are just giving everything they have. And it doesn't even matter as far as like some of these bands know that semifinals is not going to happen, and it's okay.
Yeah.
because they just love being here.
Happy to be here.
Yeah, and I have so much respect and so much love for that. Right? Do you have any other standouts?
You know, it's interesting you mentioned saying that you would like pop up and turn your head and go, oh, okay, because something grabbed your attention. The thing that I wanted to bring up is we're preparing a segment right here on the stage, and something caught my attention. I popped my head up and I started looking at the screen, and then I looked up. That was Elsa's procession, and I was like, okay, so it's funny that you bring that up because that happened to me, and that means that Dobbins Bennett is the group that I want to see again. I hope that I get to see from up top because it caught my attention from the side, and man, it just like sparks your interest. You're like, oh, I got to know what's going on. What's going on over there with that show, you know?
Yeah, I think actually Wando was just on. And I had that moment where I turned around and I was like,
yeah, you got.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, William Mason, for me, they had just the color guard alone, having traditionally maybe a flag feature if you look at the drill, but it was a dance feature. And they were incorporating their uniforms in order to really showcase all of the skill sets that they have. And like these kids are 16,
right,
probably 14 years old, doing all of these like technical adult-esque things, and I'm like, oh well, I need to start stretching because I'll tell you right now, my legs cannot go up any higher than this right here. So it's okay.
We'll work on that.
Oh yeah,
we'll
please help me.
Yeah, absolutely. Keiron, was there an interview or a moment? I saw that you interviewed James Stevens.
Yes, we got to interview James Stevens. So here's our Director of Education and Advocacy here at Music for All. And we just had some straight talk. So Bands of America, you think competition, you think Kevin, that's the name of
the trophy.
The Grand Eagle you can win. So competition, cutthroat finals. But BOA really cares about the strategy and the education. And so James Stevens gave us a little bit of insight into that. I also did get to watch a couple bands, and I have a few hidden gems.
Okay, let's hear it.
So two I want to shout out is Worthington Kilbourne.
Okay.
They are from Columbus, Ohio, and they were also one of the groups who had issues getting here, just travel, which...
Oh, that's right. They had to push them back to 3 o'clock, yeah.
And BOA is just so good and accommodating with that because they're educational, like James Stevens said in that video. But they gave a fantastic performance. They sounded great. They had these cool red ribbons on the field. Another hidden gem is, I'm calling it hidden gems, but Edwardsville High School from Illinois, another fantastic performance. Cool uniforms. They look great. They perform well. So I always love a good hidden gem.
I think my favorite fun fact about James Stevens is that we broke ranks together in 1994
I heard about this.
On the field at Grand Nationals. He was a drum major at Bellbrook.
Okay.
And I was in the color guard at Seminole. And so we both made finals that year.
That's pretty cool. And now you're...
Oh, yeah. And I have to mention, Jared is wearing my beloved Seminole Warhawk alumni colors this evening. He is wearing the forest green with the orange tie.
Yes.
So Seminole High School in Seminole, Florida, my beloved alumni.
Yes.
You are 100% repping. And that's the first thing I said this morning.
Yeah, not an Oompa Loompa.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah.
If the shoe fits, Jared.
The singing is
the
great.
shoe fits.
It's whatever.
I do have a quick story. This is really cool. So I got in on Tuesday, and I always like to just kind of get in and, hang out for a minute. On my way down the elevator on Wednesday morning, I was wearing my Bands of America hoodie, and this random guy was like, "Oh, Bands of America, I did that." And I was like, "Oh, are you here for that?" He's like, "No." And I was like, "Oh my God." I was like, "Well, when?" And he was like, "Oh, like in 2001 or 2002." And I was like, "Really?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I can't remember where he marched, but I was like, "That's crazy." I'm in a random elevator with some business guy that's like, "Oh yeah, Bands of America. I did that."
Yeah.
And I was like, well, you should come by the stadium, man. We're having it all weekend. Come and visit. Yeah. And it's just kind of the power. It's the power of this whole activity. It's the power of this particular organization. Yeah. There's such a reach all the way across the freaking country with Alaska being here.
Oh, yeah.
Alaska is here. They're in the house.
Alaska is here and being represented. It's only the second band ever representing Alaska.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
Pretty cool.
You've been hanging out with Caleb way too long.
It's pretty cool.
Way too long.
I didn't see a problem with it.
So I had a comment about those high schools. It's funny. I was looking at the in the merch area. So our studio is in the merch area. But I was looking at the shirts, and it really is cool how, in the band world, you can know all these high schools from so many different states. And no other entity do you just know random high schools from other states. But we know all these high schools. I was looking at them. I was like, They're in states I've never even been to, but I know that school. I know that school.
Yeah.
It's that cool band connection, just like that elevator.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. We're going to go ahead and do our wrap up essentially right now because Round Rock had some transportation issues. Obviously, there's been some issues flying. So a lot of those Texas bands have had to last minute rent charter buses.
Oh.
Yeah.
And the flight issues and all that.
Yeah.
Oh.
So they actually finally got here.
Yeah.
And they're going to perform in probably like 5 minutes, I would say. But we're really, 2 or 3. They're in the end zone. Oh my God, this is perfect timing. You guys, how do we do this?
I know, right?
Honestly. But thank you so much for being here on day 1 of Grand Nationals. Prelims tomorrow, you guys, is where it's at.
Let's go.
Right.
We've got the prelims all the way through, I think, 3 o'clock or 4. Then we have Michigan State University.
Okay.
And then we're going to do semifinals, announcements, prelims, placement awards.
Ooh.
And then we're going to get ready for that crazy Saturday
Oh, gosh.
where none of us get sleep. But it's the best day ever. So as we're speaking, Round Rock is taking the field. So you guys, I think that we should probably get back to band.